Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We start on the daily time frame, just a quick look and a quick confirmation that we're still in the forever range. Yeah, feels like that. Obviously we started to move in this sideways range in December or end of November actually, and we still haven't left it to the upside, and the idea is still that we could get one more high in this cycle. It would be ideal to form that fifth wave to the upside into the direction around 130k. No change there, and hopefully we get a little bit more action over the coming sessions. The weekend was quite boring. Next Fibonacci support is around $91,290. It's the 23.6 Fib level that was tested several times in recent weeks and months. So this is still relevant, this level, and ideally we're going to see a rally soon that would lead to a break above the January high, so above pretty much 110k, and could take us to round about 130k. Now any break below the January low, or rather there is a support area on the smaller time frame at around 93,600. So if we break below that level, it would already indicate that a larger fourth wave is still unfolding. So that this fourth wave that presumably bottomed in January is still unfolding, and we would then target, or at least to watch, the area around 82k next, maybe 75k, yeah, but 82k is going to be the next level. But overall, the market needs to show its hand. It hasn't really done anything over the recent week, so it's pretty boring. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame. And yeah, I mean, oops, 1 second. So after the last video, it dropped a little bit. Not too much happened though. And it's just filling in this wave 2, which is good to see because this gives us a more healthy wave Y of 2. I think in the previous video we were still a bit high, but now it's coming down a bit, so we'll take a look at that. But overall, here on the smaller time frame, we are, yes, going down a little bit, but nothing major. We're still holding above micro support, which is between $93,630 and $95,470. And the initial rally from the 3rd of February low is, at the moment at least, labeled wave 1. So it could be wave 1 as a 3-wave move or even 5-wave move. It looks more like, I would say 3, but I give the bulls the benefit of the doubt. So you can label it as 5 waves. But this always needs to be confirmed anyway in the subsequent, or in this pullback, in this correction. And this correction, it might be complete. This so-called wave 2 correction might have bottomed here on the 12th of Feb. Here around 94,200. Yeah, it's possible that it's bottomed, absolutely. But then the rally afterwards isn't really very impulsive yet. It's not very aggressive yet. Yes, you could say that the initial move up is a 5-wave move, but then this would be another wave 1 of circle 3, okay? And the pullback would be wave 2 of circle 3. And we would then be watching for a 3rd wave rally. This would be wave 3 of circle wave 3. But it needs to start before the price breaks below the Wednesday, the 12th of February low. And that's defined at $94,250. Why is that level so important? Because this is the formal invalidation point for the small 1-2 setup here. Because a wave 2 must not break below the beginning of the wave 1. That's invalid. So below that level, however, it could still be circle wave 2, which will also become less likely below $93,630. So yeah, overall, I mean, it's just a sideways range. We need some upside momentum. Next objective for the bulls is a break here above the green line at 98,800. Hasn't happened yet. Market goes down a little bit more, but we're still overall in the range. So nothing unusual at the moment. And I promised you that we're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance in this video. So I have to say, and I have to repeat it again because there are always new viewers, you cannot really analyze Bitcoin dominance with Elliott waves, but we use the concept still to track some tendencies. But overall, I can tell you that this is still an overall sideways range. The market has not yet started a decline. I can track this either as some kind of a triangle. So for example, We can say this was an A wave down, B wave, C wave, D wave, E wave. There are other ways. I mean, it's essentially also possible that this is the A wave. 1 second. Just a different way of labeling it. A, B, C, D, E, but it wouldn't change anything in the short term. But there is a chance that we finally get a rejection here in this resistance area. But the price is not, well, while there has been a reaction to the 64.4% level, it was not substantial enough to confirm a top. I would need to see minimally a break below the dotted line here at 56.6%, followed by a break below the 54.7% level for further confirmation that a top has actually been struck. Yeah, so this is important. I need to see a break below these levels for further confirmation that next decline has started. That would be what many people might call altcoin season. Hasn't happened yet in this cycle, and something like this just hasn't happened yet, like in 2021 or in 2017. We might get it maybe at a smaller scale, yeah, but still watching for the signals. Obviously, the DXY has sort of started to break down last week. I think it will be a very decisive week for the DXY. And why is the DXY important? Because the lower the dollar, the higher the risk appetite normally of traders and investors. So if you're interested in checking out the connection between the DXY and altcoins, I'm going to link a video for you here somewhere. You will see it on the screen now, in which I talked about concept of altcoin season and what we need to see sort of in the markets for an altcoin season to emerge. You know, just some things we can be watching, because at the moment, I think we all agree it's just not there. So we want to know what are the signals for a potential altcoin season. Or one of them is, of course, for Bitcoin dominance to turn down. But as you can clearly see, there isn't really anything there. And I could even make the case for potentially, I mean, depending on how we count this, it doesn't make sense to really do micro counting here. But I mean, if this is an internal wave 4 here, right, and it's now moving up in a fifth wave, it could get one more high, maybe to 68.5%. But yeah, as I said, any break here below the last low at 56.6% would already be an indication, an early indication a top is in. And then, yeah, overall, in this entire cycle, it's only been moving up. And there is obviously very, very important resistance here, around 73% as well. Either way, the trend is still up. And I'm watching for a decline. Just hasn't happened yet. So have to be patient. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, if you're interested in additional content, check out our main channel, MCO Global. Yesterday I talked about supercycle, Bitcoin supercycle, or do we move into a larger bear market? So I present 2 wave counts in that video for you. I also talked about, here's some mindset stuff, principles I follow myself for business success, personal success, just something different, not related to charts, but maybe some of you find it helpful. As I said, on this channel, we experiment a little bit with different content. And yeah, tomorrow again, there will be another analysis, so stay tuned. And it's more of an in-depth analysis channel, longer videos, different content. Maybe you'll find some value there. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.